Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, YouTubers of all ages, for Lipscomb's first ever virtual live auction. I am your master of ceremonies, Kevin Hageland. My sidekick for the evening, you probably know her better as she actually teaches at Lipscomb. Introduce yourself, lovely lady, would you please?
I am Mrs. Hageland. That was easier than I thought.
Sure.
So
What did they used to call you before I corrupted the process?
Formerly Miss Drummond. Now Mrs. Hageland. I'm getting it's kind of hard. It's kind of new.
Are people allowed to know your first name?
Jessica.
Oh.
But if you are under 12, it's Mrs.
I was going to tease that if we raised more money, but we kind of ruined
Oh,
that
whoops,
right there.
I mean,
but maybe she just made that up. Maybe her name is something different.
I trust it.
Now, if you guys are watching right here and right now, if you watch this later, you missed out on our lovely raffle items. But for our live viewing audience, I want to bring your attention to 3 specific things right here and right now, because these raffles will close in 6 minutes. All right, you got 3 options. You have the liquor wagon, and again, if we don't raise enough money, we might take some of these things away and just have to start
this one
drinking.
lists right out.
See, I mean, that one's kind of obvious.
And that's still a lot. That's still a lot.
Feel free to comment which one we could pull out that nobody would notice. Also, this fancy lotto hat right here. Don't be fooled. This is not how I normally walk around in everyday life. Though I'm considering it, this is also available for auction, as is Principal for a Day. Now, all 3 of these items, you can go online. There is a link in the video right there, and you can go and buy raffle tickets right now. Don't wait. These auction items end at 7:10.
Oh, so, that's like now.
Yes, we got, well, 5 minutes. 5
Very
minutes.
soon.
Don't make them think they missed it already.
You have time.
5 minutes.
But do it right now.
Let me ask you this, Jess. If you were principal for a day,
oh dear. Okay.
What would you do? And people watching live right now, drop it in the comments. Let us know if you win, or if you wanted to corrupt your child, what would you have them do as principal for the day?
I mean, I think having the students bring me breakfast every day.
Sure.
Maybe there could be like a rotation of some sort, like
Rotation of kids or rotation of food?
maybe both. Let's mix that up.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm also okay if we like bump the start time back maybe an hour. It's a little early for me.
Do you still get out at the same time, or do you have to?
Obviously.
Wow.
Ooh,
wow.
longer lunch. Can we make a longer lunch?
I mean, you're the principal. I'm
That's
pretty
true.
sure you
Longer lunch.
Okay. Well, take that, Mr. Hinojosa. We're just changing all the rules
Right.
up in here in
Going
DISD. So, if you want your opportunity to be principal for a day, if you want your opportunity to win this fancy lotto hat, I am not included, unfortunately. Although we might be able to make a deal. Or if you want to win...
Wait, you're not... No, he's not included. There's not a deal.
Included.
I got distracted by this chair.
No, I know.
We
what is that outside?
just talked about us getting... Oh my God.
Or you could purchase
Not included.
the liquor wagon, your raffles. It's closing in just a couple of minutes. We're going to show you a video, and the raffles will be closed before that video is open. So if you want your opportunity to win one of these 3 items, it closes in just a couple of minutes. The link is right there. But don't worry, it's not just all us. We have, I know, we're too much.
Yeah, we are too much. That is true.
We'll dose it out in smaller segments. So right now, and by the way, last thing I want to tell you before we get to some of these lovely Lipscomb students in history, want to thank the setting that we're in right now. Our presenting sponsor, TALULAH and HESS. Not only did they let us hang out here to do all of this, they have all kinds of things, including these chairs that are up for bidding right now. So while you're looking at raffle tickets, there's also a ton of stuff to bid on. So thank you very, very much to TALULAH and HESS for always supporting Lipscomb and supporting this event tonight. Now, without further ado, want to give you an idea of the history of Lipscomb. Let's take a look back. Don't worry, it won't take 100 years, but we will show you 100 years of Lipscomb history.
Once upon a time, a child was born near Nashville, Tennessee. The date was September 13, 1860, and his name was William B. Lipscomb. He was the descendant of the Lipscomb family of educators for whom the university in Nashville is named. He completed his studies and graduated from the University of Kentucky in 1882. He married fellow teacher Virginia Collins in 1883, and the couple soon moved to Texas. In 1894, J.O. Long, superintendent of Dallas schools, recruited Lipscomb to become the new principal of Central High School, where he served for 5 years. After his death, his widow Virginia became a Dallas school teacher in order to support her 4 children. In 1915, Virginia Lipscomb was promoted to principal of the new Rieger Avenue School in Munger Place, comprised of 6 portable buildings, placed at the intersection of Rieger and Henderson Avenues. But sometime during the next 4 years, the City of Dallas and the Board of Education chose a site in Junius Heights for the new school, a full city block facing Worth Street between Lowell and Ridgeway Streets.
In February 1919, the Board of Education chose Herbert M. Green Company to design the new school. Mr. Green provided plans for a functional elementary school as well as a school and community auditorium. Construction of the $250,000 building began in the summer of 1920, the equivalent of today's $3.7 million. The structure was completed in July 1921. The school was named for William B. Lipscomb at the request of Central High alumni. William Lipscomb Elementary formally opened on September 19, 1921, with 150 students in grades 1 through 4. By 1926, there were 1,026 students in grades 1 through 7, also including a small kindergarten class. Our school, boundaries established before 1930, went as far north as the MKT Railroad tracks, as far south as the Santa Fe Railroad tracks, as far east as White Rock Lake, and as far west as Fitzhugh Avenue. The school entrance had 2 front doors, one on the west side for younger students and the entrance on the east for older students. From either entrance, a stairway led to the first floor of classrooms, with the principal's office located in the center hall upstairs. The second floor contained more classrooms and a library. The basement housed the original lunchroom and cafeteria. 2 playgrounds were available on the outside. One on the west side facing Lowell Street for smaller children, and another on the east side facing Ridgeway Street for older students. A large blacktop area on the Junius Street side was used for carnivals and other festivals. The auditorium had its own external entrance facing Ridgeway Street. During a school renovation in the 1950s, an interior entrance to the auditorium was completed in the east hallway.
Virginia Lipscomb became the first principal of the school. Mrs. Lipscomb served as principal for 15 years, retiring in 1936. She was beloved by her students and the community.
September 1921. Students choose the lion as Lipscomb School's mascot, along with the school colors purple and gold.
April 1929. The school's first operetta, Hansel and Gretel, is presented by Lipscomb 7th grades in school and public performances.
October 1929. The PTA sponsors the first school carnival on Friday night. October 4th. A cake and candy booth sells treats and a clown band entertains the crowd. Proceeds are used to provide lunches for underprivileged children.
September 1933. With the opening of nearby J.L. Long Junior High School, the 7th grade classes moved from Lipscomb to Long.
May 1938. The Lipscomb PTA provides funds to upgrade and renovate the school auditorium. Purchases include a piano, velvet window draperies, new auditorium chairs, spotlights, and a new stage curtain. The PTA also continues to buy one new band instrument per year to help outfit the school's orchestra.
May 1942. Lipscomb serves as a registration location for Dallas residents to sign up for the World War II sugar rations. The line of 2,500 people runs from the school's basement, out the door, and around the school's perimeter.
January 1950. Lipscomb students, the Dads Club, and PTA raise funds to purchase a school public address system. Proceeds from the annual carnival and a newspaper drive in which students collected 19 tons of paper are used to purchase the $1,500 system with radio and phonograph inputs, allowing music, news, and sports to be piped into classrooms as needed. Morning announcements from Principal Mame Wellis became part of the regular schedule.
April 1951. The Lipscomb PTA is the largest PTA group in the city of Dallas with 600 members. Lipscomb School also boasts the highest number of students in the city participating with youth groups including Boy Scouts, Club Scouts, Girl Scouts, Campfire Girls, Brownies, and Bluebirds.
November 1955. A new gymnasium is built in the center of the school grounds. A covered breezeway connects the new building to the school. An interior hallway connecting the school to the auditorium is constructed at the same time.
July 1956. Lipscomb receives its first paved parking lot at the corner of Worth and Ridgeway Streets. Before this new parking area became available, teachers parked on the street or rode the streetcar to work.
September 1973. New portables are moved onto Lipscomb school grounds as kindergarten classes are added to Dallas elementary schools.
September 1975. Bilingual kindergarten and first grade are offered at Lipscomb.
October 1977. Lipscomb is one of 5 DISD schools to present Saturday Spree, a Saturday morning program offering educational games and activities to help improve reading and math skills.
1989. A new cafeteria is constructed behind the gym and on the former playground back top. The original cafeteria is covered into classrooms.
August 2005 to August 2009. Lipscomb Elementary School receives an exemplary ranking from the Texas Education Agency.
August 2015. The first dual language program is introduced with alternating lessons in Spanish and English.
January 2018. Lipscomb welcomes students to their new school library. Several entities including the Munger Church, Old East Dallas Early Childhood PTA, and the East Dallas Exchange Club raise funds for the renovation and new furnishings.
April 2018. William Lipscomb Elementary School becomes an official international baccalaureate primary years program school, offering a themed curriculum based on critical thinking and independent study.
2021. William Lipscomb Elementary School celebrates 100 years.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a look back at the history of Lipscomb Elementary. Fun fact, Mrs. Hageland was there when they started construction on the school in 1920 and helped teach the inaugural class in 1921. Congratulations for making it this far.
I have a very good moisturizer.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. That is true.
Now, in all seriousness, since you teach there now and we got all the way up to the present, we'll get more about that in just a second. Can you tell everybody why you love this school so much?
Oh, man. I mean, I feel like if you know me, you know that I love Lipscomb. It is just, it's such a fun place to be. It is a great community, as we see today with so many donations and so many supporters. It's just a great community of people that really want the best interest, the students' best interest at heart. I got it, nailed it. And yeah, it's just, it's a really cool mix of like innovative learning, but also that history that we just learned about. And
so good news, bad news scenario right here. The bad news is if you didn't buy a raffle ticket, you are not going to win this baby. Although I'm clearly just going to leave with it. But the good news is, oh, I won't. The bidding for all of the other auction items will be open tomorrow, open through tomorrow until midnight, 11:59:59 if you want to be specific, and I appreciate that. Items include these swivel chairs.
You might only get one because I really like this.
See, you just told me not to say that. They also have
That's fair.
They also have gift cards for hair care, barbecue, Kona Ice, Cane Rosso, wine,
Ooh.
Raising Cane's, Starbucks.
That was for the pizza, not the wine.
Yes.
A little bit of the wine.
They have a night at the Gaylord. They have a weekend at Cedar Creek Lake. There are all kinds of amazing things that you can still bid on. And for the people that did get raffle tickets, we're hoping after this next video, we will tell you who won the raffles and present to you some amazing art from the kids at Lipscomb. But we went through the past. Now it's time for the present. Here is a look at the present class and the kids and teachers that make up Lipscomb Elementary.
My name is Mick Sandoval. I'm the principal of Lipscomb Elementary. I want to welcome everybody to the 2021 Lipscomb Elementary virtual auction. So this year has been probably the most challenging year that we've had at Lipscomb Elementary. Obviously, we've been open for 100 years, but yet 2020, 2021 has been extremely challenging. We've had to learn about learning in a different way, and our teachers have obviously risen to the challenge, and our kids, the amazing students that they are, rose to the challenge as well. Well, the teachers have responded to the challenge of virtual learning and in-person learning simultaneously by just reinventing themselves so that each day they're providing the best education that they can for each and every one of our lions. Our students have actually stepped into the role of teachers through this pandemic. They've been teaching us as the adults how to use the technology, how to design our own lessons for the sake of themselves. And so our students not only have just done everything that we've asked them to do in order to be safe every single day, they're actually helping us design learning experiences for them. One of the blessings that I have when I came to Lipscomb Elementary is the PTA and the community at large just being such a support to our operations every single day. We've been able to have security upgrades, we've been able to get resources for our children and also for our teachers, and throughout this pandemic we have felt nothing but support so that we can do our job every single day. Whether it's a snack cart that we're able to bring down to our teachers, whether it's refillable filtered water stations for our kids, our community and our parents have just been fantastic to help us out every day. For the future of Lipscomb Elementary, I see us designing learning experiences for a future we're trying to do, and what I see as the future for us is to be able to utilize our technology that we have available to us, the learning experiences we've learned over the last year, and also our experience as teachers to be able to, again, design learning experiences and further our kids' knowledge of things that, quite frankly, don't even exist. Just from a personal note, I want to, just from Meg to you, just want to thank you so very much for your support of Lipscomb Elementary. It is an honor and it's a privilege to be a principal here. I feel like I serve not only our kids and our teachers, but each one of you. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, everything that you've done for our Lipscomb family and what you'll continue to do. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Miss Alegria. I teach second grade dual language in Lipscomb Elementary. My favorite part of being a teacher is definitely getting to know my students. Every year is a new surprise for me. Every year is a new challenge, but every year they impress me with all the things that they can do, and this year has been way more exciting than any other year. Definitely worth it. It's been amazing working with my families and with my students. So teaching both virtually and in person has been a little bit of a challenge, but we had so much support from administration and from Dallas ISD that we've kind of developed our own way of working. So every morning we start with our morning meeting. My Zoomers, that I love to call them like that, my Zoomers and my roomers log in, and we do our morning meetings and we talk about interesting things that have been happening. We have some challenging questions sometimes. Then after our morning meeting, we start with our reading lesson. After that, we go into recess and lunch, and we finish our day with math. Although it's been challenging, I'm so impressed with all the things that my students have been able to do and have been keeping up with all the new changes and mistakes that I usually make every day. And they have been amazing. So when I moved from Mexico to the US, I was looking for an IB school because I used to work in an IB school in Mexico, and I'm a true believer of the IB program because it develops so many skills in students. It's not only focused on academics, it shows how students perceive the world. We talk about who we should be in the world, where we are in place and time, and all these connections, I think, go beyond academics. Being in an IB school here in Dallas is kind of a privilege. I think there's only 4 or 5 schools that have IB in elementary. So I'm really happy to be part of it. Being an IB school means that going beyond academics and building lifelong learners and, building students who are not afraid to take risks and who are not afraid to speak up, and we inquire and we take action on things that matter. So it's definitely a privilege being in an IB school, and I'm very happy to be here. We are so fortunate to have an amazing PTA and amazing families who are always supporting us, not only with materials, but with their moral support on taking decisions and looking out for the best of the students. Working as a dual language teacher here in Lipscomb has been so amazing. I have the opportunity to work with native Spanish speakers and native English speakers, and it's a whole development of social skills and listening skills and speaking skills that they both share and that they both take advantage of. It's really, really amazing to see the improvement in both languages for my students. Yo hablo español, soy de México, entonces me encanta poder tener esa conexión con mis alumnos en español, como el español real, and to be able to teach them this like slangs and idioms and stuff like that. We have so much fun. They're so interested in getting to know about me, about Mexico, and I think that also helps them be more aware of the world and international cultures and international traditions, because they ask me everything about my country, which is super amazing as well. So being in a dual language is definitely a benefit for any student, even if they don't know English or Spanish, because we slowly build them up into being bilingual. I just want to say that if you are a believer in the public school system, Lipscomb is the way to go. We have parents who are dedicated, we have teachers who are dedicated, and we work every day to build a community that is worth coming to. And you won't regret it, I promise.
My name is Michelle Baus. I'm a Dallas County Master Gardener, and I get involved with Lipscomb in 2012 through Mandy Allen, who was the PTA president at the time. and it has really taken off. We've taken it from just little raised beds to now we have these beautiful 6 high beds that are much easier to maintain, and then we got a Monarch Heroes grant this 2 years ago now. 2 years ago now, and we just put in this whole kind of pollinator nectar garden for the monarchs to come. So it's been a little slow because of COVID, but other than that, we're starting to see life come back to the garden, and we're very excited. So every year in the spring and the fall, we do a mass school planting. So we have every class come out to the garden, and we've increased the time from like 15 minutes, how it was the time we had in the beginning, and now we're up to like 30 minutes per classroom. It is so exciting to see the kids get their hands in the dirt to plant their seeds and watch their garden grow each year. We do once a month garden cleanups during normal times. We're going to start them back up very shortly, and yes, it's huge. It's part of the science curriculum as well, so the garden really ties into that. And I know Dr. Sandoval, this is his dream to make this an outdoor learning space. This is going to be, I think, one of the pride of DISD when we get this up and rolling.
My name is Gwen Morris, and I teach pre-K 4, and I've been helping out as one of the chairs of the garden with Courtney Davis, and we've been doing this. This is our second or maybe our third year doing chairing the garden, and we're so excited. We're getting more plants, and we've heard that the monarchs are coming. That's what they say when the monarchs are flying through. The monarchs are coming, so we want to get our plants in so the monarchs will have a stopping point as they journey on up north. So also we have an awesome PTA who helps out with our school, and they help out with the garden. They participate in garden club, garden work days that we have once a month. The PTA usually will put out a news blast asking for help, and people usually come when the PTA asks for help, making sure we get help at whether it be mulch or weeding or planting. They're always helping us with the garden.
Back, and we're indeed live. All right, so don't think you're watching something in the past unless you watch this later. Then you definitely are. But if you're watching right now, we are live, and we have moved our setting around.
We're very mobile.
TALULAH and HESS, by the way. What you'll notice is we're going to talk about this artwork, but if you notice some of the other things in the background, come out to TALULAH and HESS off of Live Oak. All kinds of great stuff out here.
We're already putting some stuff aside, Kevin.
Oh.
Okay. Shopping.
Well, I might need y'all to raise money for me as well in the credit card bill. But there's also a couple of things up for bidding from TALULAH and HESS, like those chairs that we talked about. But we want to call your attention to something else that you can bid on right now. Auctions close tomorrow, a second before midnight. And it's artwork done by the kids from Lipscomb. So
aren't they so good?
I
get too excited.
That's okay. We're going to need that excitement.
Right.
What I'm going to need you to do right now, Mrs. Hageland, is hurt some kids' feelings and power rank how much you like the art. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So
he makes me do that sometimes, and it does stress me out.
Fact.
Okay.
So if you take a look, you start up here with the handprint. That is done by pre-K right there.
Cute.
And again, all of this stuff up. You see the link to go bid on right now. This one here, fancy as all get out.
So fancy.
I
already have a spot picked out for it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's from the fifth graders.
That wasn't clear.
Sure.
Okay.
The throwback in homage to Jackson Pollock right here for the fourth grader, if you're looking specifically in your program. This one, which I also think is super nifty, this is kindergarten right here.
It's weaved together. It's like watercolor. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like woven. I should have said
I think woven.
Oops. I'm gifted and talented teacher. Lipscomb Elementary.
So if you think you might not qualify, maybe you will.
You will. It's fine.
And then we move to, let's see, we've got kindergarten and then
That's
second.
third grade, I think.
I think that might be second grade,
Oh,
perhaps.
you're right.
Second grade and then
That's right.
third grade on
It's a
the
pillow. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's
It's a pillow.
You got the key word out there. And then I'm going to need you to demonstrate this one from the first grade.
Oh, ooh. It's like a little sculpture. That's the word.
There you
I'm
go.
on fire today.
You really are.
Really.
So all of these available, made by students from Lipscomb. If you go to bid, there's also images of these available. Now,
Ooh, can you tell them these are like solo cups?
yes, they're solo cups,
They melted
melted
down.
down. So work went into doing all of this stuff. So the least you could do is bid, and bid generously.
That's the very least.
Yeah.
That's the least.
Yes. Well, I guess the least they could do is nothing.
Yeah,
but the
don't do
least
that,
you could
though.
do and feel good about it
Yes.
is bid generously.
Yeah.
Now, we showed a video about the past
We did.
at Lipscomb. We showed a video about the present at Lipscomb.
Oh.
If you've ever seen, I don't know, the Christmas Carol or understand how these progressions work, are you ready for, can you say it? Can you say it?
Later.
No.
No.
Future.
Oh.
How about a video about the future
That's later.
at Lipscomb?
That's later.
Take it away.
That's the same. It's the same.
Is it?
Hi, I'm Nick Netfu. I'm a former SBDM chair, community member, a future Lipscomb parent, and I design schools. So a new secure entry is really important because if you've ever visited the school, you know that once you're buzzed in, you kind of have free reign to move about the building without being observed by the administration because the administrative suite is currently on the second floor. So part of this addition would bring it down to the first floor. So this potential addition is really important because it solves multiple issues, campus issues, with one design solution, and that is an addition of a secure entry and administrative center that would move the administrative suite from the second floor of the existing school to this new building. It could also help with accessibility. As you know, the accessibility at the main entry can be fairly limited, and so we could solve some of those problems. It would also create a new welcoming center to the side of the campus that's not doing anything and disrupting this historic facade. So the new secure entry and administrative center would also help because it would give a key place for after-school community events to meet and then move to the cafeteria or the gym where they might have their meetings. So events like groups like the Boys Club and Girls Club could have that secure entry after hours. And then also the Peace Pantry could have a new dedicated space for all the storage needs there and distribution needs before and after school.
So there's a look at the past, present, and future of Lipscomb. You guys can really make a big difference in how far and how easy that future
That's
is.
true.
More than $3,000 have been donated thus far.
Just by the donate now button.
And that's not even
just-
including the bidding and the
Yep.
sponsors and everything like
Yep.
that. But
So,
I feel
Lipscomb
like
coming through.
well, can we do better, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, sure, we can always do better.
How about this? I'll hold the winners of the raffle hostage until the names, not the people.
Oh, I got very
I'll hold the
concerned.
names hostage
Oh.
until we get that number to go up. I don't want to be on video or committing a crime. I don't want that.
This is on the interwebs.
So perhaps we'll hold the names of the winners hostage until we
Whoa.
bump that up just a little
Come
bit.
on, I need to see it go. Keep talking. I'm gonna watch. I want to see
we
it
just
come
want
up.
to watch the number
Come up.
go up. So, in the meantime,
I'm watching it. It's not going up. You haven't bid yet.
Okay, well, what we can do is I want you to tell everybody about the Fund and Need program and in the past what it's been useful for, because a lot of this money will go towards the Fund and Need, fund. I ran out of that word right there, and how important that is.
Yeah, so if you don't know what Fund and Need is, it's when there's a need and we try to get you to fund it.
That makes sense. I thought it was the thing where you dip the stick into the
That's
sugar.
Fun Dip.
Ah,
Oh, so that's good.
gotcha.
No, but we don't need those.
No.
No, nobody needs those, actually, I don't think. Okay, so Fund and Need, man, being a teacher at Lipscomb, I have just benefited from this so much, and so have our students. They have raised raised money for so many things, and the thing that's great about it is they actually, like, the needs that arise, they come up, and so, like, we are able to fund. So the fence was just put up this past year, and it looks beautiful. It's keeping us safe, and it has just been it's just way better than we even thought we could do. And that was kind of like a dream that we had, was to get that fence, and you guys did it in the past. And so we also, with the safety features, we got some more card readers so that we were able to get into the building more securely, which has been awesome. And then what did I say? Woven? Yeah, that wasn't. Why did I bring that up again? That was dumb.
I don't know.
Anyways, I am a reading teacher. God, I just didn't play that out well at all. But
you know, this is live, right? This is going out right now. Okay.
That's okay. It's a good thing I don't really get embarrassed.
You're doing great.
Thanks. But we have gotten some reading kits in the past, which have. Ooh, we got a donation. I'm sorry, I get really distracted.
That's okay.
But we have. Thank you. By the way, great. Let's do another one. How about another one? But reading kits. Back to that. That have really been instrumental in our reading instruction and helping all of our learners kind of get back to that, or get caught up with their reading level. Words are done.
You're okay.
What else? What were some of the other things?
The teacher gift appreciation.
How did I even forget this? The teacher wish list. And so one of the things that is super cool about our PTA is we don't always know what the money is going to be used for, just because we don't know what those needs are. Like, how could anyone have predicted last year the needs that we would have this year?
Yeah.
They just come up, and so the PTA is really great about making sure that we have those. That we have the things that we need as the things arise.
Like the water filters?
Like the water filters, yes. Oh, well, that was the fancy. So actually, fun fact, a student actually told me that those got put in. They're like, oh yeah, we have one of those water filters on our water fountain now where you can put your bottle in. And I was like, okay. I didn't. I mean, I always believe them because...
Kind of dismissive of the student.
I did. I was a little bit like, what are you talking about? And then I went and it was there. And it's so cool. It's so fun. And then also, everybody loves a good snack. And when you are teaching and you have like 30 minutes where you can either talk to an adult or, not talk to anyone, it's just the best. There's these like carts that they pull out and that are just sitting around for us, and we can just like get a snack. It is just the best. There's not really a teacher's lounge at Lipscomb. It's kind of like in the donation.
A couple.
I
didn't want to throw you off of your rhythm.
Well, you know what? I think my rhythm is not really having a rhythm. I think that's how it goes.
It's going to get you.
It will. It will get you. Yeah.
All right.
It got me because I know I've lost.
So look, that's the Fund and Need program. There are so many other things that this... Oh yeah, that's actually something. Can I jump in? I actually know about this. Mm-hmm. So the garden and the peace pantry, and so we have talked about. We've seen the garden. I've seen the garden. I know you're like, yeah, I've seen the garden too. But like, I don't go to school there. That would be weird. Or teach there. So it's been really cool to see that. And then I know all the work that gets done helping people out with the peace pantry.
So the peace pantry is one of my favorite things about Lipscomb, and an example of that community feel is we have like essentially our own food bank at Lipscomb for Lipscomb families, and every single week, any student that has a need, if you will, see what I did there, goes home on Friday with enough food for the whole weekend, for their whole family. And so it's something that the PTA and you guys fund for them, and it just really is a great way to take care of our families' needs, not just with their education, but really caring for them as a whole.
So if you guys want to come down to TALULAH and HESS at any point, think about how supportive they have been of Lipscomb and of this virtual fundraiser. And if you missed out on the raffle items, don't worry. There's a link if you want to go bid. You can bid on any of those items. They close tomorrow, 11:59. That is your opportunity. Plus, there is a donate now option available.
And I'm watching it. It's been a minute since you've donated.
She's going to watch for a while.
Maybe donate now.
So whether it's through...
It's a very conveniently named button.
It makes sense, right?
Because I want you to donate now. Man.
So whether it's through donations, through the raffle, through the auctions, or sometimes for a lot of y'all, just being there and supporting Lipscomb. Thank you very much for tonight. Thank you for whenever you're watching this video. And thank you for supporting this school and this lovely lady among many other people.
Thank you. It actually improves your life quite a bit because I come home happy because of my lovely school environment.
Absolutely.
So, and I mean, he will tell you I am just a delight. Always.
Always.
Oh my gosh, that's a large donation. Oh, bonkers. Woo! Sorry.
See, just think about it. If nothing else, think about the excitement that she gets at every one of these donations.
I do.
I'm sorry, we're going to have to cut this off.
Okay,
you can continue to donate and bid and everything. For Mrs. Hageland, I'll just Kevin. I'm not fancy. Thank you so much for joining us. And whenever you watch this, thank you for your bids, your donations, for participating in the raffle, and for always being there to support this awesome school.
You're the best.
Bye, y'all. And we're out.
Okay.
I'm 8 years old and I'm in 2nd grade.
And what kind of class are you in?
I am in dual language program.
Okay. And how is Lipscomb different from your old school?
Well, they're a lot nicer than my other school. And I really like their motto or their new what's it called?
Logo, okay.
Because there's a new logo. And I really like how they set things up, like each classroom. It's really nice there. And I love all the playgrounds instead of my last school.
Nice, okay.
Even though they had 3, I still like mine here.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say about Lipscomb?
I think they have really great teachers, and I think all the students in the entire school should owe their teacher a big thanks.
Aww. I love it. Thanks, babe.
Hi, I'm Fiorella, and I'm in 2nd grade, and my teacher is Miss Alegria, and she's an awesome teacher, and she learns a lot from us. And then when I want to be a grown-up, I want to be a dentist. And then I don't know why I want to be a dentist, but I just like it because it's awesome. Bye.
Hi, my name is Michaela Villalobos and I go to William Lipscomb Elementary. I'm in the dual language program, and it's helped me a lot with my English and Spanish because I used to not be able to read or write in English and not speak Spanish very well, but now I know how to do both amazingly. And I made a lot of friends at Lipscomb. They're very nice. My class is very nice, and I have very nice teachers, and I think that Lipscomb is a very great school. We have a lot of fun projects and fun activities to do there, and the principal is very nice too and funny. And the school is just a great place to be at, and that makes me love school. It's just amazing.